disconnect from keeping it real, where that's the only thing we know how to do. Oh, hi, Boo Boo. I said I would say a shout out to my daughter. What's up, baby? Love you. I want to start with just a couple of days ago, back on Tuesday, I went to a funeral, and I think back on September 28th, my first cousin's son hung himself for whatever apparent reasons that I would never understand in his family either. But my first reaction to the family was I just wish I could have spoke to him, and I don't even really think they understood what I meant. Like, what could you have said that we couldn't have said? But because I go hard at the difference I'm trying to make is what I'm getting at. But so my condolences to my family and his daughter, his baby mom, and his parents. That was just unexpected. Nobody's seen that coming. But yeah, so God bless us. So as I move on, I want to talk about these campus shootings, this school violence, and this sanctuary of education where our children go to get these things, and now who knows if they want to go anymore because they thinking they're gonna be shot out of nowhere. But people, I don't think y'all know how real it is that it's all spiritual out here. It's so real. It's nothing but evil and good lurking, and yes, the evil is winning right now. You look back at that shooting in Oregon, from the quote I heard and read was the shooter asked them if they were, told them to stand up if they were Christian, and shot them in the head, and if you weren't, you shot them somewhere else, but still all fatal. And it's sad that 9 bodies, had to turn up there on a campus where people are just trying to get education. Education it's just terrible. And just last night, again, a campus shooting in Arizona. The gunman, he in custody, but 1 dead, 3 wounded. We talking about school grounds, man, the place where we trying to attain higher learning. This is so out of hand. And I love what President Obama has done, don't get me wrong. I was happy to see him, win his second term and whatnot. But, first thing I heard him say was, we need to pass gun control laws. You can pass them all day to me, all week. It ain't gonna change nothing, because if you're not doing extensive background checks on these people who are purchasing these firearms, it's like so easy for somebody to just walk into a gun shop, show some ID, and there they go, they off. And these people is not just the mentally ill, these is a lot of copycats out here. People just want to go down big for something, I don't know, but it's nothing but evil, and it's terrible. It's just terrible. We all got children that we want to see live longer than us. That's the way it's supposed to go. Wow. But yeah, just like taking this opportunity to talk to y'all out there. Somewhere you got to start applying some type of spiritual nature from God in your life. You have to apply. You can run from it now and don't want to talk about it, and you're going to have to deal with it. And when you deal with it in the end, it takes you right back to the beginning. So, I really, really push that. Y'all just try to pick up the Bible, read something, or keep tuning in here, But, and you will see how God's laws applies to our everyday lives. We can't receive too much of anything if we ain't obedient to him. You can pray. Yes, that's the first step. You got to pray. Get that relationship with him. But if you're not, applying it, and stop doing what you're praying for, when you ask him to remove these sins and then you still doing them, that's why it ain't working. When you pray on these things for him to remove, you got to stop doing that. You can't keep doing it and then coming back praying on the process. You might think it's failing, but it's test after test. You must pass. Your blessings will come. But I'm just glad to take the time with y'all. It's real out here, and time is really short. You know, you here today, you could be gone tonight. It ain't no gone tomorrow no more. You know, it's just real out here. And shout out to all the breast cancer survivors. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see I got my pink wristband and my pink hat on, so all the survivors, big up to y'all, and keep fighting, because if you don't fight for you, who gonna fight any harder for you? But big up to y'all, and I gotta say hi, Ann, to my favorite producer, Ann. She's making this happen for me. You know, she gave me the opportunity to speak and just try to get some listeners, you know, one video at a time. And I can go on. If y'all want me to go on, I go on. Sometimes we just need to hear something good. Maybe something I might say, you might press rewind after the video is done and go back to it, and it might just, I don't know, spark that gene that's lying dormant in you. So, you know, but you gotta believe, you gotta incorporate God, though. You just have to. I'm not saying that. See, some of y'all think when you go, if you go to church or, you know, start believing in Him, that you gotta just walk around in suits all day, carry the Bible, and be running up on people with little pamphlets. No, it ain't about that. It ain't about that. I mean, you can live well, swell, you can still have the things that you wish. But remember, those things ain't God. You got to put Him first. He never said you couldn't have them things. Some people think that is God, the fashion, the whatever they call it. You know, that ain't what it's about. Because you ain't taking none of it. When you see a hearse pulling a U-Haul, y'all let me know, and then I change this video. But until then, you know, all that stuff you believing in, thinking you got to have for sure, and all that keeping up with the Joneses, ain't none of it coming with you if you drop today. So don't put your faith in it. Put it in Him. You know, I know it's hard because people don't believe in something that they can't see, but I do. You know, it's just, to me, for a lot of people, it's just the first chapter of Genesis. To me, if such a person could create the entire world in 6 days, why wouldn't you believe in it? If He could do that, what you think He can do with you? I mean, come on. So keep that door open. If somebody come at you with it, just listen for a little bit. Get what you can. If it applies, you know, absorb it, man. It's real. I know my daughter gonna see this and she gonna be like, he talking about that again. She know. I try to embed it in her head, because the children are the future, for real. Our time is getting short. We're just trying to pass it down like it should be. What our folks didn't get to give to us, we got now, and let's give it to our children so we can start to become better. Because it all starts with the human beings that walk the earth, you know. So we can get more good people out here and be more good results. Absolutely. But yeah, y'all, so anytime y'all feel like y'all want to come down here and join me at the church, you know what I mean? We're right here on 19th and Falls. Y'all know where this is happening at. Just come on down, say I got something to say. It need to be said. You know what I mean? It's that simple, man, but it's not about coming down here, you know, and just something that you just probably, we ain't gonna see you after the first time. We don't really want that. We just want some genuine people that really care about the youth, really care about the direction they're going in. That's it. That's it. We all got children, whether we do or don't. You gotta care. You gotta care. And we can have safer corners, safer schools. You ain't got to worry about your grandmama getting knocked down going into Andes or nothing, you know, or any of that nonsense. Because most of this stuff is senseless, man. It's senseless. Senseless. Moms losing sons, and we losing babies left and right out here like this is for fun, like this is a game. It's a sport. I don't know. Nobody want to live long no more. Nobody care about being a grandfather or grandma. Nobody don't want to see their kids have kids. They want to, I don't know. Is that in? Y'all let me know where y'all see that somewhere out here, that it's posted or in a book. To die young is the thing to do. I want to, y'all show me that. Point that out for me, please. Oh, man, they taking me through it with this stuff. They better stop this. Really, y'all, for real. It's real here. It's always going to be. As long as I'm here, I'm going to keep pushing at it. This may take a while to get off the ground, but the more heads that get involved, the bigger difference we can make. So, you know, you just happen to be up one morning right now, we're just gonna call it a Wednesday. If you up one morning at about 8:30, stroll on down. You know, together we can make a difference, man. That's what we trying to be, difference makers, man. Just trying to do something, you know, one video at a time. And then maybe we can get on TV, then maybe we can get some bigger production, and then maybe we can really get live, and sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. But together we can make that difference. So incorporate God, put him in there somewhere. Put him in there somewhere. Got to. Remember, this your boy Frank here, keeping it real. Each one teach one. And together we can make a difference. Peace.